What's going on, welcome back to the channel. So today we have the final review video on the 1969 Camaro Z28 from Revell, and this thing is a really good model. I have not built this in a while. This is my second one I built, and it's a really good kit from Revell. So there's no issues with the kit. The kit is really nice. The only issue with it, and it's not really an issue, but it's just how it is getting the chassis into the body. There you do have to put a lot of stress and a lot of pushing and pulling on the body to get the chassis into the body. But once you're done with that, this is a beautiful model, and I gotta say this Revell did outdone themselves with this model. It's really nice. It's not super overwhelming where you want to throw it out, but there's not a lot of parts to it either. But yeah, it has enough parts for it to be very detailed. It's really good model. So let's go ahead and show you what we did to it. So the first things first is the color. This is a really nice color. This color is actually called Techno Violet, or Violet, what you want to call it. It's a really nice purple. Some people say it looks blue, but it's a more of a purple. Violet is a purple, and it's a really nice color. It actually does have blue metallic flakes into it, so that's what makes it kind of like a bluish look in some lighting, but it is a purple, and it's a really nice purple, and the metallic flake into it is really nice, and the color really looks amazing out in the sun. The sunlight is where this color really shines, and it's just super nice. So that's the color. The decals, or the white stripes, is the decals from the kit, and they worked out good. Just be cautious, they do take some time to slide off the backing paper. I know mine did, so be cautious of that. So soak them in some warm water for about 5 to 10 minutes, if so, and you know, this should be good. But yeah, they are nice decals. Of course, you do have to do some cutting on them. You got, you know, for it on the spoiler. At the hood one, you do have to wrap it onto the hood and onto the body panel, so you do have to do cutting on there so the hood can still open. But other than that, the decals worked out really good, and yeah, it looks really good. And of course, we 2K cleared it, so it's all one. It looks like a decals are painted on. I mean, it looks really good. The clear coat turned out absolutely amazing. And then only thing that you're not getting decals on is these emblems up here. You do have to paint those emblems on, so that's kind of a pain. But other than that, looks really good. And then we got our turn signals or marker lights on there, and everything looks really good. The chrome is bare metal foil, and that took some time. Of course, you can do bare metal foil, or you can do marker, whatever you want to do to evidence that chrome effect. For me, bare metal foil is the best way. I know some people do not like bare metal foil because it's a pain, but I totally understand. Now, I will give you a side hint. There is chrome on the fenders. I recommend you not to do those until you get the body or the chassis into the body, because when I did it, I kind of tore up some of these chrome parts on the fenders, and by doing so, because the chassis hits the body and you're pulling the body out, so you're putting a lot of stress onto the body, and yeah, it kind of tore up some fenders. So I just took them all off and I redid them all again. so just save you some time and some stress. Don't put on the chrome on the fenders until your chassis is fully into the body, and then you can do it, because yeah, you're gonna scrape up the chrome a little bit. But other than that, it looks good. Tail lights look really good. All of the chrome has been stripped, or not been stripped, but I actually had to paint over it because this chrome is really strong. So just paint over it, and this is Alcrad chrome, which looks more realistic. And then the wheels are 3D printed. These are essentially the same wheels that comes in a kit, but more detail. As you can see, they're open and just more detail. We got the BF Goodrich decals on there. Those are from Power Slide decals. Had the name brand on there, so it looks really good. But the whole exterior looks absolutely amazing. The color really suits this car for some reason, and it looks really good. So let's go ahead and move on to the interior. The interior, we did a nice basic black. This is actually satin black from MIG. This is their interior lineup colors, and it looks really good. So this basic black and flocking and seat belts, and then we did a wood tone on the steering wheel, and then we did a shifter. We did a white shifter knob or shifter tip, you want to call it, to kind of match the white stripes. Just kind of bringing white into the interior as well a little bit. Yeah, and yeah, the interior looks really good. Not really much to say about that. There is no gauge cluster decals, just in case you're wondering, so you can detail paint them, or you don't really have to, because really you can't really see them anyway because they're so sunk into the dashboard. But yeah, I detail paint them, just why not, and you know, it looks good. And yeah, the interior looks really nice. The chassis, on our hand, is really detailed. The exhaust to the drive shaft to everything on there, and it looks really good. Axles, so you do have your separate axle and leaf springs and front suspension. The whole chassis we did in like a flat black, and then the axle and the front suspension we did in a gloss black, like the real car, and it recommends that in the instructions as well, which is pretty cool. The springs we did in a yellow, just kind of has some yellow breakup in there. And then I did some little bit break lines here and there. There is molded ones in there, so I just detail paint the molded ones just because I don't fix sand those out, so we just detail paint those. But we did actually add wire for the axle to the brake lines, so really cool. So yeah, the chassis is really nice, and yeah, it looks really good. Just getting it into the body is a bit of a pain, because it's just how this car is. The body kind of flares down onto the actual bottom, and it's just how it is. So you do have to put a lot of stress and a lot of pushing and pulling on the body to get in there. But yeah, other than that, the chassis is really nice. So let's go ahead and go under the hood. There's some pictures on your screen, but I went ahead and put in a big block Chevy engine. This car comes initially with a small block, but I figured let's put a big block in it. It looks pretty cool, and you know, why not? And yeah, it should be pretty cool. So we did it in Chevy engine orange, and then we added all the distributor lines, we added the heater lines and all that good stuff. So it's all wired and plumbed in there and stuff. And yeah, so the engine is all 3D printed. And you know, just instead of a small block, I figured let's put a big block, just kind of change up a little bit and stuff. So it looks really good. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much about it. It's a really fun build. Not much, I didn't do nothing too crazy on it. I kind of want to look like it's stock, but custom, obviously, with the different engine. And you know, kept the interior stock, kept the wheels stock. Just better detailed versions from the one in the kit, but you know, it just has a bigger engine plant into it, and that's all I wanted to look like. But other than that, guys, that's it. Oh, one more thing I totally forgot is the door handles is 3D printed as well, because this kit has molded ones, and 3D printed ones look more detailed and yeah, more realistic. But other than that, that's pretty much about it. Everything else is bare stock. Whole engine, interior is all stock. The chassis is all stock. Just the engine and the wheels and door handles are 3D printed, and just kind of light up with detail a little bit. But other than that, it looks really good. And this Camaro is a really nice Camaro. I do love this generation of Camaro. It's really nice, and it just has a nice body style to it. But other than that, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned. There is pictures of it in the photo booth at the end, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, guys, that's it for this build. And until next video, we'll go ahead and catch you guys next time. Take it easy.